Our next mighty fine poet is someone that's really cool and writes really fun stuff. He's also an editor at Leaning House Press, and his name is Stephen Miller.
Steve Miller, and these are actually fiction, but they're short, so I'm cheating, but it'll be alright, I think. And Leaning House Press is right now mainly a website. What we do is we write pseudonymous works, so we invent authors and then we write crap under their names. So here is from Bertinelli Blottercock's book, Blottercock. This is the bio. Bertinelli Blottercock is a tour de force of a man with a massive brain, well over 4 pounds. When he isn't writing short fiction, he's writing shorter fiction. If you think you can write shorter, you're wrong. He has written stories the size of large dimes, novellas the size of small pickles, a novel that fits in the width of a pickle. Oh, nickels. Yeah, whatever. This is called Insufficient. This is for anyone who's ever had a book rejected. There must be some of you in the audience. Alright. Insufficient. We have read your book, but regret to inform you that it is insufficient. This is not to say that you, as a person, are insufficient, simply that your writing is. When you asked us what percentage of manuscripts we found sufficient, we told you less than 1%. And then you said, well, I'm in the top percent, surely. You were incorrect. You forgot that the other more than 99% had thought the same exact thought. Otherwise, why would they have sent us their books as well? At the level of originality, we found it to be mediocre. But at the level of quality, of prose, we all thought it was only slightly insufficient. Not sufficient by any means, but arguably so-so. The length of your book was overly sufficient, exceeding the word limit by 50,000 words, which is not a place you want to exceed sufficiency. If anything, insufficiency would have been to your advantage, as we would have read it more quickly. More specifically, the work lacks a number of elements we explicitly mention in our selection criteria. There are no Greek allusions, for example. No one dies from a lengthy and painful disease. And finally, your sentences are positively lucid throughout. However, these are problems you can easily fix by changing your protagonist from John Moses to John Apollo, and then giving him pancreatic cancer. You would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and then eventually kill John Apollo, of course. Then, during his death scene, remove all the periods, replacing them with commas, or better yet, ambiguous dashes. This would greatly increase its academic appeal. Your sense of humor, as exhibited in your work, received 1 nod of pleasure from our junior editor, but he is also very naive. With a penchant for superficial and popular fiction. Do not think that because your work is insufficient for our purpose, which is to champion truly great literature, that it is insufficient for some other press. One whose purpose, let's say, is to turn a cheap buck. Those people are far less discerning when it comes to matters of quality. As always, good luck in all of your endeavors. Alright, this one's a little bit shorter. This will be my last one here. It's called Joking. Thank you. I don't care much for joking, which is not to say that I don't care at all for joking, just that I don't care much. I would say, if I had to say, that I care for joking about as much as I care for a cousin. Not a close cousin, one I have a genuine friendship with, but rather one for whom I feel the perfunctory kind of love that one must feel for family. no matter how trivial the connection is. I don't ask my uncles or aunts about him, but when they mention his new job or new wife, I nod politely as if I care a great deal for joking and all of his affairs. If a bus were charging recklessly towards joking while he bent over to tie a shoelace, I would not push him out of the way. I would not sacrifice myself like that. But when, at his funeral, I said, "Why, oh why, didn't I push him out of the way?" I would be propounding it honestly, because I really do wish that I cared more for joking. Mostly, he just makes me feel inadequate, like I have a heart of stone. So I hope you understand my ambivalence towards joking, and why I cannot laugh at your dreadful puns. Thank you.
Yeah.